Test. Hello everyone, can you hear me? Hello. So hello everyone and welcome back to OFR Gran Turismo Sport League. Today we are racing in Sardegna, one of the fictional tracks in GT Sport, a lot different and a welcome track compared to last week's go-kart track, just in case you didn't know. Tsukuba was a go-kart track. This is the first race that we're doing here today. We've got the top tier of drivers racing around here from these 7 different teams, and just while we're waiting to start, sorry, just as we're waiting to start, I'm just going to jump over to the Online Formula Racing website, which you can find at onlineformularacing.co.uk, and just run you through the standings. Now, in terms of the teams, we do have 8 teams currently because Rod and Pollock's a new team joined us last week, and they managed to get 20 points actually. But starting from the top, we've got Team Default in first place with 302 points, and not too far behind, surprisingly, is Spinorama Petronas Racing with 278 points in second place. And a little bit further down the field, we've got Tag Heuer Phoenix Race Lab with 247 points, and we're actually watching one of their cars right now, Tom, race around this amazing track. Now in 4th down to 8th place, we've got Bock and Calls with 146 points. We've got Rich Energy Golden Arrows, new sponsorship there, with 137 points. We've got BWT Racing Point Porsche GT3 team, finally got through it, with 69 points. Hey! And in 7th and 8th, we've got GNL Porsche GT with 22, and Rod and Pollock's in 8th with 20 points. Good debut from there, and hopefully they'll be racing here today again. So last week we saw some amazing battles. We saw Spinorama pull away from the Tag Heuer Phoenix Race Lab, surprisingly. We were really expecting a battle to ensue between these, but they were split across different races, and it was kind of hard for them to keep up with each other. So Spinorama currently holds second place. We've got one reserve driver racing for us today. We've got VR racing in the BWT. That's Fifi's team. I'm not sure if he's in this race or he's in the next race, but it's going to be great to see these new guys racing here today. We are in round 7, and the race is about to begin. So let's see. There we go. Mary Huffnut has started the final, and we've done the practice start already, so hopefully no one gets stuck on the grid, and we are going to be ready to go. So let's see how this turns out. So we've got a really interesting lineup today. As usual, we're doing reverse grid. We've got the fastest drivers starting at the back of the grid and the slower of these drivers starting at the front, and that leaves us with, as you can see, Rodden Pollux in first place here, Fifi in second, Ash in first, Super Bounty in third, Max in fourth, Mary in fifth, Bagpuss in sixth, Vilsec, Tom, Castle, OFR Leaker, Broomer and Shane all the way down to 12th place. We are getting ready right now. We are revving the engines. We can see everyone getting ready as well. Let's hope we have a clean start into turn 1. Going to ride on board with Fifi and see how he gets on here. So he's pulled away, and it looks like he actually got a pretty decent start again. Fifi is having phenomenal starts here in GT Sport compared to F1, and he's got ahead. He's currently leading as they are coming up to this tight left-hander at turn 1. It's almost a hairpin. You feel like it is how far you are. You got 5 wide there, 3 wide. Fifi taking the inside, coming into contact with Ash and the Rodden Pollux. Ash a little bit aggressive there, but Fifi is still leading, and we've not got Shane moving up as much places as we would have thought on that rundown into turn 1. But he's made it through turns 2 and 3, and he's now coming into turn 4, quick left-hander and then an immediate right-hander through turn 5. He's sliding as he's going through turn 5, and his teammate Super Bounty is looking down the inside. Now Mary has moved up to 3rd place as well, which is great to see, and the Rodden Pollux of Ash Wilson has slipped into 4th place now, but it's currently 2 BWTs in 1st and 2nd place. Absolutely fantastic to see. Now we do have someone all the way down the field. Let's see who it is. It's Tom. He's right at the back right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Jan, maybe you could give us some insight into what's going on there. But looking back, this pack has not separated as much as we thought it would here. Platypus and Ash, thanks both of you for joining. We're going to jump back up to Fifi and see how he's getting on. Oh, look at that. Super Bounty has overtaken him. I have saved the replay point in case we need to look back and see what happened. But it's still 2 BWT Racing Point, Force India, Porsche GT3 teams leading this race. But I reckon Fifi is going to be under pressure from the block and call of Mary right now. You can see it. You can see it here. Let's ride on board and see if he's going to get him. He's looking down the inside as they are going up to turn 14. It's too tight a corner to make any move there, though, and he's decided to stay behind here. Clever, you don't want to push anyone wide there because you can spin them and they have to do a 3-point turn to turn back around as they are now flying through the fast right-hander at turn 15 and down the main straight. Here we go. It's slightly downhill, I believe. Let's just jump on board. Yes, it is. It's not slightly. It's very downhill. A big decline there. And the slipstream's not playing into Mary's hands here. He's looking down the inside. He's trying to put Fifi off, but no, Fifi's turned back car in. So while these guys are battling, I'm going to jump a little bit further down as we see Lika get pushed wide there, and he's all the way down in 11th place now. He is not going to be happy with that. Let's just quickly see the replay and see what happened there. So he's coming down. He's in 7th place currently. He's looking to get around Broomer. He's switching back. He's looking down the inside. He's gone down the inside of Broomer, actually. Oh, and he's just gone deep into the corner. That's his fault there. Unfortunate for you there, Leica. Let's hope you can get back and gain some more positions. You've got Castle in front of you now, another fast driver at the back of this field. And your teammate Vilsec is not too far away, so this race is still alive for you. So jumping back up to the front, Super Bounty is pulling away slightly. Mary's about to make a move on Fifi. He's actually got the overtake done already as they are coming up to turn 8 now. He's turned it on this left-hander, and again, another full-speed corner. You want to brake sharply as you go into turn 10, which is another almost hairpin. Oh, there's a bit of contact between these two, and he's pushed Mary wide. Mary's come off the track, and Fifi's lifting, I think, to let Mary pass. No, he's not. There's too many cars around. There's far too many cars around, and they're just going to have to keep racing for now. I have saved the replay. We will jump back to it shortly. But yeah, I'm not sure who was at fault there. We're just waiting to see if anything comes of it, and then we'll jump to the replay. It doesn't look like Okay, let's jump back to the replay now and see what happened there. So, Mary was ahead, Fifi was behind as they were coming up to turn 10. Fifi's looking down the inside, he's broke a little bit later and he's got the racing line, but oh no, he's understeered and he's gone straight into Mary there and he's pushed him wide. That was Fifi's fault, unfortunately. A little bit aggressive from him there. Let's hope he can keep his cool and get back to racing. And where is he now? He's in 5th place, he's not too far behind. He is still right behind Mary, but look at Shane. Shane is about... Is that Shane or Bruma? It's Shane. He's about to make a move on Fifi to gain 5th place. He started last and he's already up into 6th. So here they come. Through the really quick turn 4 and the even sharper turn 5. It's really easy to understeer through turn 5. You need to make sure you are consistently on the racing line and braking at the right points through turn 4. 6 is a tight corner, but you can carry a lot of speed. You can see in these cars, they're going around 75, 80 mile an hour around that long left-hander. It's absolutely fantastic to drive that as well. And now it's full speed all the way up through turn 7 and 8, up the hill into turn 10. Now, the Spinoramas, who are currently 2nd place in the championships, aren't looking too great right now. We're seeing a lot of other cars move up the field. We're seeing Max take a move on Fifi. He's looking down the inside, but Fifi's managed to cover it up, and now as they go around turn 10, or turn 9, sorry, and then they're going round these really fast right-handers now. You can also take 13 in full speed as well if you bring your car as wide as possible on the entry and cut in. But I reckon Max is about to make a move. You can see how close he is. Let's jump to his onboard and see if he's going to look down the inside into turn 14. He is. He's gone down the inside and he's got that move done on Fifi. He's got a huge tank slapper there. His rear flapping about, but he's managed to keep it stuck to the ground as he's pulling away. Through the final corner at 15 now and a downhill all the way down the pit straight. We've only got 24 laps. We've already done 12.5% of this race as they cross the line to go into lap 4 now. So this is going to be an interesting race. The field is not like spreading apart as much as we thought it would. These fictional tracks are an absolute delight to watch, to race, and to commentate on. Now, going up to first, we've got Bruma, 2nd place in the championships, fighting Super Bounty, the BWT. He's looking down the inside as they go through turn 4. Can he go around the outside at 5? No, he cannot. As I was saying earlier, you need that positioning to get through 5 as fast as you can, and Super Bounty just had that racing line there. But now they are coming up to turn 6, another fast left-hander, little tap on the brakes, and you want to power all the way through it just before you hit the apex. Bounty going a little bit wide there, and Bruma's taken 1st place. He's managed to sneak ahead, get back to the racing line, and Bounty is tucked in behind. Very clean driving from these two. I expect Bruma to pull away quite quickly now, but let's hope Bounty can give him a run for his money here. Coming up to the really sharp left-hander at turn 9. Bounty could look down the inside, but he's deciding against it. Sensible driver Bounty is both in GTS and in F1. Rarely puts a foot wrong. Absolutely one of our greats that we have here. Fantastic work. And Bruma already pulling away now. He's 5/10 away, and that's going to increase as they're going through this really fast left-hander at 13. You can see it's up to 7/10 now. Super Bounty suffering from a little bit of understeer as he's going through. Coming through turn 14. Nice line from Bruma there. He's doing a pretty decent job here, and he's going to pull away. He's over 1.5 seconds now. Good job. Now, we're going to move down the field slightly just to see what's going on for 5th place, because this battle is still going on. Max has not pulled away from Vilsec, and Shane is still stalking Vilsec in 5th place right now. I expected Shane to be up into at least 4th place right now, but he is struggling a bit around here. It's not too difficult to follow, especially in these faster corners. Maybe he's doing again some of this tire saving, fuel saving strategy that we often see from him. He likes to underfuel and stretch the life of his tyres as much as possible. But that Spinorama car, it looks like they've modified their livery slightly. I'm not sure, but it's looking very shiny today. Maybe it's just the beautiful Italian sun shining down on the track. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm going to jump a bit further down the field. We've got Fifi in 11th place right now. He's dropped back 10 places. That's not good to see, but hopefully he can do something in the pits a bit later on. We've got Liko all the way down in 12th place right now as well. That's completely out of the points, not doing his job for Spinorama team captain as he should be, but he has got troubles with his internet recently, so this could be the reason why he's dropped back a fair bit. I expect him to make a move on Fifi a lot earlier than this, but he's still trailing behind. Bruma has now pulled away 3.2 seconds. How he does it, I don't know. As Bagpuss looks down the inside of Bounty, and Bounty's now doing the switchback to try and get that position back. Can he keep it? I think he can. And Super Bounty's got that position back already. They're going. He got it back before they went through turn 13. Actually, let's ride on board with Bagpuss and see how if his tyres are struggling. He's got about 25% wear on the rights and about 20% on the lefts. His tyre's not looking too bad. He's stalking the rear of Bounty right now, and Bounty's tyres are looking a little bit better, at least on the right tyres. Anyway, where all of the load is through this anti-clockwise circuit. I'm going to see if Bagpuss is going to get a bit of a toe down here, because it looks like he has got that slipstream. Let's see if he's got him. He's gaining on him. He looks like he's about 2 miles an hour faster. He's gone to the inside. Is he going to make this move stick? Let's zoom in and have a look. It looks like he has, and he's got the inside line on turn 1, and he's kept the racing line as well through turns 2 and 3 as well. Now Bounty's looking back. Bounty looks like he's carrying a bit more speed there. He's looking a bit edgy. He wants that position back, but he needs to keep his cool. He's looking down the inside as they are going up to turn 4. Oh, there's a bit of contact between these two. It looks like Bagpuss is glitching, actually, so I think they're okay. They are okay, but look how close Max is to the back of Super Bounty right now. He's closed that up a lot. And we've got Shane still fighting with Vilsec. Vilsec doing a great defensive job to keep him behind for so long, as Super Bounty wall grinding there, sparks flying everywhere, and Vilsec has jumped Maximus, as has Shane. Max has just lost 2 positions there. Oh my goodness, let's just quickly jump back to the replay and see what happened there. So Max hit the Super Bounty, and that just caused his speed to drop completely, and because of that, he had no run up the hill through turn 7, and he just lost out. Super unfortunate there, Max. Lex, good to have you here. No worries, no worries. So I'm going to jump back up to first. Shane has now pulled away another 3 seconds. He's 6.8 seconds ahead. Bagpuss is still holding on to that second place. If Bagpuss can keep this and keep his consistency, he could be looking at his first podium here in the GTS Sport League. He is an admin in this GTS Sport League as well, and it would be absolutely great if he can secure a podium finish now. But Super Bounty is still stalking him, and Vilsec is still stalking him behind. Shane is still in 5th place. He did jump Max just then, but Super Bounty's made a mistake. Has he gone too wide there? He's back up into 7th, second. He's got Bagpuss. And Vilsec's got Bagpuss too. Bagpuss has dropped all the way down to 4th. It looks like Shane's trying to have a go now as well. Too wide in 3rd and 4th as they're going through the first corner. And Shane is giving Bounty all the room he needs, which is a millimeter. And Shane has now jumped Bagpuss too. So Shane is up to 4th. And surprisingly, Vilsec is up to 2nd. This is a big battle going on for 2nd place right now. I am really surprised that Shane hasn't made a move on these guys yet. Vilsec is currently leading this gap. Jan, nice to see you here. Yeah, bring the chat alive. Martin, good to see you too. It's a shame to see you leave the league, unfortunately, but maybe you could come back for season 2 if we do split these divisions. It would be great to see you again. We're just racing in the first race. We've got Bruma leading by 8 seconds now, and we've got a 5-way battle for 2nd place going on. As you can see, Vilsec is leading it, followed by Super Bounty, Shane, Bagpuss, and then Max. Mary, on the other hand, has dropped back about 5 seconds off the rear of Max right now. He is not having a good race. He's got a lot of tyre wear as well, and you can see it's about 50% on the rights there, and he's got about 3 laps of fuel left. Bruma's still leading a fair bit, and Vilsec is actually pulled away a little bit now as well. He's 1.1 seconds ahead. So let's jump to the back of the pack and see what's going on, as we are seeing Rodden Pollux and Tom in the Tag Heuer Phoenix Race Lab. Jan, that's your guy there. Where do you think he's going to finish? Battling out for 10th place right now. That's the final point in the championships, and we are just under a third of the way through this race. It's been a really great race so far, actually. I really didn't expect this. Oh, we've got someone diving into the pits. It's Castle. Castle's pitted, Leek has pitted, and Ash has pitted too. That's going to bump Tom up to 7th place, and no one else in the top 7 have pitted yet. So are these guys going for an undercut, and can it work? I'm not entirely sure. We're going to jump back up to 3rd and 4th because this battle is not over yet. Vilsek did pull away slightly. Shane's now jumped Super Bounty 2. Shane is up into that podium spot, and Shane is going to be chasing Vilsek again and again. Vilsek was in contention, or he's still in contention for the MVP prize this season. He's raced in every season, in every league that we have. He's done GTS, he's done Formula 1, he's done Dirt, and he's done the special events. He's a very consistent driver, lots and lots of points, lots of high finishes, one of our best that we have. And he could take the MVP prize. Racer Tay, who's racing in the next race, I believe, was actually the first driver to take the Triple Crown here. He won in GTS, he won in Dirt, and he won in Formula 1, all in the same week. So if you want to see some spectacular driving, tune in to the next race in about 30 minutes time. But still, this battle between Shane and Vilsek is still going on here. Shane is right on the back of him right now, so let's jump to his onboard and see if he's going to get him as they are going through turn 15 here. Really fast right-hander. Vilsek picking up a bit of dust there. Vilsek's into the pits, as is Shane. They're both pitting. So this is going to be a battle of the pit stops as we see Max pit as well, Bounty pit, and Broomer pit too. He's refueling. Who's going to come out first? I can hear someone pulling away. I'm not quite sure who it is. It's Broomer. So Broomer's already out. That's fair. He was in first place. Who's going to be next, though? There's another car coming out now. It's Shane. Shane has jumped Vilsek. Vilsek has come out in third. Now, let's have a look at the fuel that these guys are running. Vilsek's running just over 3/4 of a tank, as is Shane, a little bit less. So Shane managed to jump him in the pits. How did he do that? And Maximus has come out all the way in 6th, behind Bagpuss. So now this battle between, second place has kind of drifted away. It's going to be just Vilsek and Shane for a while, but you can see there's 2 three-way battles going on, one for 4th and one for 7th right now. We've got Lika moved up to 7th, so good job there, Lika, fighting back as always. And we've got Castle and Mary behind them, and it looks like everyone has pitted now as well. So 2 three-way battles for 5th and 7th, and then we've got a 3-way battle for 1st currently, but I think Broomer is just a bit far ahead. Let's have a look. He's got a 6-second lead on Shane right now, so Shane has it all to do. Broomer did pit in the same time as Shane, actually, so they both came in at the same lap. They didn't have to double stack or anything like that. Very tactical they were, and Shane is pulling away from Vilsek, actually. Look at that, he's already pulled away 1.5 seconds in that lap alone. He was half a second coming out of the pits, and he's now 2.1. So it looks like it's going to be another team default 1-2 here, unless Vilsek can disrupt them. What do you think, guys? Is Vilsek going to be able to split these guys? Are they both on the same strategy? What are your predictions? So I'm going to jump back down to 4th right now, because look, Bounty is getting pressured by Bagpuss, who is getting pressured by Maximus. Big 3-way battle for 4th place right now. So, here they come through 15, downhill through the pit straight right now. It looks like Bagpuss is a bit too far behind to make a move, but it's going to be Maximus, if any of them, who is going to get enough of a slipstream. But you can see as well, he's just a bit too far behind. He's topping out at 162 in 6th downhill. I'm not sure if he's got his gear ratio sorted out. Bounty getting scruffy, Bagpuss trying to take advantage of it. Now Max looking down the inside there on Bagpuss, but Bagpuss is squeezing him wide. It's going to be who's going to break later into turn 4, this 90-degree almost left-hander. It's going to be Max tucking him behind. And here they come through turn 5. Can Max get a better run? I'm not sure he did. Bagpuss pushed his car a little bit wider there, and I think he managed to get on the throttle a little bit earlier too. He did. Max is getting it a bit choppy. He's sliding his rear. It looks like he's having fun almost in this car, letting the rear play a little bit there, and he is still right on the back of Bagpuss there. Look how close he is, guys. He's not going to make a move here, surely. No, he's not. Bagpuss is just getting off the racing line slightly to make sure Max has got room in case he overshoots his brakes. Very clean driving so far, though. It's nice to see a lot of scuffs on these guys, but I think that's more from the walls surrounding this track rather than from each other. Let's just quickly check the gap to Shane. No, that gap's extended. Shane has dropped back a second on his teammate Broomer there. Interesting. I'm going to jump back up to 4th to see if they're going to do it. No, they're still training all the way through turn 14. They're going to start the downhill just as they get over this crest here. And through turn 15 they go. Absolute full speed corner there. Ride out 4th gear as much as you can just to make sure you can still get that car turned. And here we go. So, Bagpuss is a little bit closer this time. He's just 3/10 behind. He may get enough others. He's down 2/10. He's less than 2/10. He's moved out of the way to try and go around the outside. Bounty's chosen the inside line. And no, Bagpuss is still not going to be able to get him. He's looking down the inside into turns 2 and 3, but no, Bounty is positioning his car and Max has dropped off. What happened to Max? He's all the way down in 9th. Let's see what happened there. So here they come, down into turn 1. He brakes, he's looking okay. He's hit, oh no! Did he just take too much curb there? And he spun it! Oh, Max, easy on that throttle. Let's just have another look at that from the onboard just to see exactly what he did wrong. I'm not sure if it was hitting Bagpuss or not. We need to jump back to the replay. Here we go. So they're coming into turn 1. All he did, he hit the back of Bagpuss and then he just spun off track. He tries to get back on track with too much throttle and spins. Really, really unfortunate there. But he's back to racing. He's in 10th place right now, battling the Rod and Pollux of Ash Wilson, one of these new guys here, and a new team with a fantastic livery there as well. Max looking down the inside, both of them giving each other enough room. It looks like Max has the inside line now. He does as they're going through turn 11. He's got that overtake done. He's back up with 2 points in position 9 right now. Good job, Max. Keep it clean and fight back. That's what we love to see. You've now got Castle ahead of you. Let's see if you can get him. Going back up to see that battle between Bagpuss and Super Bounty. Super Bounty's pulled away a little bit. He's 1.2 seconds. It was 2/10 on the last lap. So either Bagpuss has made a mistake or Super Bounty's just decided now is the time to push. He's got about just over half a tank of fuel left as well, so he's going to be able to go a fair few laps as we reach the halfway distance in this race too. Ooh, Bagpuss going a little bit deep there. And that's going to affect him even more. He managed to get the gap down to 6/10, but it's now back up over 1.1 seconds. And look, he now has Leaker. Let me jump back, sorry guys. He now has Leaker tailing him as well. Leaker was in last place and he's managed to fight his way back all the way up to 6. Great work from Leaker there. Ooh, we got a little bit of a battle going on again between Bagpuss. Super Bounty's made a mistake there, and that's allowed Bagpuss to go side by side with him. And if these two collide, Leaker could take advantage of this. They're just coming through turn 7 now, going through the slight left-hander at turn 8. They're side by side, almost about to go wheel to wheel into turn 9. Are they going to do it? Bounty's got the inside line. Bagpuss is looking down the inside with a switchback. He's got it. He's got it. Bagpuss has got 4th place. Well fought. And now Bounty is under pressure from Vilsec Santi. Absolutely great to have you here, even though you're 50% late. Never mind. Good to have you. I'm only kidding. We've got a great battle going on for 4th place right now. Bagpuss and Bounty, similarly paced, are battling each other hard. Leaker made a mistake at the beginning. He dropped down to 12th, and he's all the way back up to 6th now, trying to get this 4th place back. Super Bounty is right on the tail as they're coming up to turn 15. He's going to get an amazing slipstream downhill as long as his gear ratios are sorted out. Let's have right on board with him and see if he's got this. He's so close. He's less than a 10th behind now. He's moving to the right. He's topping out at 160 again. I think that's just the top speed of these cars. They just cannot go any faster. It's causing them to lose out on the valuable speed that they need. Super Bounty's going wide into the corner and Bagpuss has got the outside line. They're coming through 3 now. Bagpuss is still ahead. Leaker's still trying to poach both of these guys off. Leaker coming into contact with Super Bounty slightly. Leaker's looking down the inside now as they're coming into turn 4. He's got him. Leaker just made up 2 positions as these two are fighting, and now he's probably going to pull away as Bounty goes off track and Bagpuss spins. Oh no, he's spun. He's managed to do a perfect pirouette and get his car back on track. But Bagpuss has spun. He's all the way down in 9th place right now. Let's just see what happened there. That was brutal. So here he comes. He touches Bounty as they're going through 4. He's looking. He's still got the inside at turn 5. He's clean through here. Oh, and he's hit from the outside from a car there. It might have been Bounty, but he did do a nice 360 and get back on track. So let's hope he's not being affected too much as Max is now looking down the inside of Bagpuss. Oh, this is still the replay, sorry. Let me jump back to the race. There we go. Bagpuss is now down in 9th place. But he has pace here. We know he has a lot of pace. He should be able to jump both Castle and Max pretty quickly, I believe. Now, let's talk about some paddock pit stop rumours. Max, supposedly, is going to be moving to Buck and Calls next season. That's right, you heard it here first. They've had some negotiations within a secret Discord admin GTS chat, and they've been communicating whether whose livery they should take and whose name they should take too. I'm really not sure which way it's going to go, but Max may be giving his team away to someone else because he's just not happy there. We've got VR currently riding as a reserve in the next race for BWT Racing as well, so hopefully you can see that soon in the next race. And we've also got a new team joining next season. There's only 3 races to go after this one, 8, 9 and 10, and we're going to have a new team where apparently a really great driver on and off the track, he's just amazing. Great commentator, I've heard too. I don't want to say who it is yet, but he is a genuinely nice guy. He is supposedly creating his own team with some rebels from F1 who have got the pace in F1 and definitely have the pace in GT Sport as well. Now, that's all the rumours that I'm going to say here. That's all I'm going to say. Someone is creating a new team. Max is leaving or joining with Buck and Calls, and we're not sure which livery they're going to take. But we're going to get back to the racing now and see what battles are going on. So let's jump back up to third. Shane, let's see, Shane's again dropped back another second in the last 4 laps to his teammate Broomer. He's now 8.7 seconds. Jan is saying AJ is making a team. Wow, that would be amazing to see. They could call themselves the Glitchers or the Glitchies. I don't know, something to do with crappy internet because we know AJ has really terrible internet, unfortunately. But it should be fixed as soon as they stop this lockdown and they stop throttling his internet. If my voice is cracking, guys, please let me know. I'll just disconnect my mic and reconnect it. If not, I'll switch microphones. Oh, Jan thinks that it's AJ who's that great commentator, generally all-round great guy, nice, genuine, friendly face. Unfortunately, it's not. He doesn't fit any of those categories. No, I'm kidding. It's someone else. You're going to have to guess again. Santi backtracking on his suggestion. Nice to see. Right, back to the racing, guys. We need to focus on this. So here we've got Mary and Bounty. Mary's gained up 2 positions now, and he is back looking for a fight on the podium. I think it feels like it's a bit too far away, so he's going to have to settle for 5th or 4th currently. Bagpuss has moved back up. He's overtaken Maximus, so that's great to see, and he's now battling Castle. Bagpuss has some serious speed here, and it's about time that these guys pitted for some fresh rubber and a little bit more fuel too. Now, let's see if Bagpuss can make a move on Castle. He's looking around the outside now as they are going up through turn 8. They're coming up to the really sharp left-hander at turn 9. He's got the overtake done already, but Castle's braking a little bit later. He's got the inside line. Bagpuss is overtaken though, and he's back up to 6th place. Bagpuss has some phenomenal speed here. It's absolutely fantastic to see. He has found his pace. Wow, and now Max is going to be pushing on Castle now that Castle is going to be struggling a bit, just racing behind Bagpuss. Let's jump down to Max and see how he's doing. They're just coming through 14 now. Max is just 4/10 behind. He's got a better exit out of turn 14 as well. This could be it. Max could be back up to 7th place if he can get this done. He's got into the pits. Max is pitting. Oh, so Max is going to be the first of these guys to make the 2nd pit stop. That means we're looking at a 3-stopper. This is his 2nd stop. I don't think he's going to be able to go to the end. He's going to have to do 9 laps. I don't think he's going to make it. Do you think he can make it, guys? I'm not sure. But he's the only one in the pits right now. Let's see how much fuel he puts in. Platypus is saying that it can be done. Interesting. So he's gone for a full tank as well. So it's just a 2-stopper for Max there. He's not the best at making pit strategies. We always see he loses out somewhere. But Platypus is saying he needs to watch the tyres more than the fuel. He's gone on to those super soft tyres. Would the soft tyre have been better? I'm not entirely sure. We're going to have to wait and see. He's come out in 11th, and we're going to see a few more drivers pit soon, I believe, as well. Let's see if Bruma's coming in, because he's got some great tyre wear. I mean, he's only got about 33% on the lefts. He's got about just under 50, maybe 40% on the rights, and he stayed out for another lap. His teammate Shane, who is still 8.1 seconds behind, is coming in. So Shane is going to try and do the undercut here on lap 16 and hopefully go to the end of the race. And he has committed to a 2-stop. It looks like they're pitting once every 8 laps so far. He's refueling now. He's going to want to go all the way to the end, so he's going to be in his pit box for quite some time. This is going to allow Bruma to get a shorter pit stop when he comes in, because he's going to have to put in 1 lap less fuel than his teammate Shane, racing in that number 4 default livery there. Fantastic to see, and he's pulled away with 7/8 of a tank of fuel. So we know Shane likes to do a lot of fuel management, and it looks like he's committed to that again. Now we've got Mary in the pits, Vilsek coming out of the pits, maintaining his 3rd place. We've got Tom. Did I just see Tom's thing? Yes, Tom is there in 8th place currently. Not seen much of him, but we will switch to them towards the last third of this race. Leek has come out in 4th. How Leaker did that is amazing. It's because he managed to take advantage of the Bagpuss versus Super Bounty battle, and he has got his Spinorama back up to 4th. So that's going to be 15 and 12. That's going to be a solid 27 points in race 1 for Spinorama if they can keep these positions. But he has Mary following him, and as you can see in the distance there, we've got that battle between Super Bounty and Ash Wilson in the Rod and Pollux. Love to see him fighting back. He's going to have to pit again, though, because half a tank is not going to get him to the end of this race, I don't think. So he's going to be out of position right now. But let's see if he can disrupt the BWT of Super Bounty. Oh, and look what's going on behind. Bagpuss and Maximus are at it again. Both have pitted, and Max is currently ahead. So Jan, how are you feeling with your driver's performance today? Santi, will you be joining for Season 2? Are you looking for a team? Because I know a great guy who's got 1 spot left. And Lex, are we going to see you make an appearance in GTS as well? That would be amazing. It really would. Going to jump quickly back up to this battle for 6th right now. Ash is not letting Super Bounty get away. Is Super Bounty on a different set of tyres than Ash? He's on super softs. Ash is on super softs too with a little bit more wear. Ash has far less fuel, and I think he has a lot lighter car, which is increasing his top speed around here. VR, great to have you with us. Jan saying that it's a bit of a struggle. His pace was near like. So Jan, you'll be racing in the 2nd race again. Is that correct? Santi saying if you can buy the game, then yeah. Well, rumor has it you'll be getting rewarded for your great secretary performance. Maybe you could use your gift card for GTS. We'll have to wait and see. But we've got Ash with a lot lighter card coming into turn 1. Oh, he's getting a bit heavy on the brakes, and he's having to get out from behind Bounty so he doesn't collide with him. Clever move there, and we've still got Mary trying to push for Leaker, but it looks like Leaker's just getting away a bit quicker. He's 9/10 ahead. Let's see if that jumps to a 2nd as they go through the end of Sector 1. They're just coming up to the end of Sector 1 line now. It's just below a 2nd, so Leaker is faster, but not enough to pull away just yet. Jan will be joining in the 2nd race. Mary makes a bit of a mistake there. And yeah, I think Leak is just going to pull away with this one now, as we see Super Bounty increasing his gap to Ash 2. Now, let's look a bit further down the field. Let's have a look how Fifi's getting on. He's currently 2 minutes 33 off the leader. That's a lap and a half. Fastest lap's currently Bruma with a 140.9, so good job there. And let's just see if we can see Fifi's stats. There was a key you could press to bring them up, and now I've forgotten what it is. Oh, I've just lost it. Don't do that. There we go. Never mind. But Fifi is getting blue flags, so he's going to get lapped by all of these drivers now. He's going to have to allow them all to pass when they get a little bit closer. Not great to see, but hopefully Fifi, if you stay with us, when you get to Season 2, you'll be closely matched with some of the drivers who are just starting out as well. I'm sure you'll be beating this new team. The driver is consistent, but he's not too fast. Gerdman, the next race is going to be starting in around 25 minutes. And Fifi, there goes Fifi letting all these cars pass this. He looks like his car's stalling there under low revs. But they've all gone through apart from a tag here, Phoenix Race Lab. We're going to jump back up to this battle that's going on for 6th place currently. It looks like Ash has dropped back a bit now. He's still within a second, but it was just 1.2 seconds, so he's not having the best of races, and he is going to have to pit again. So if we look at his fuel, he's only got just over a quarter of a tank, and that's not going to get him to the end, I don't think. But if you guys think it will, let me know, and I will correct it myself. Bruma has extended that gap to 15 seconds. He pitted a lot later, and that means he didn't have to stop as long, and that helped him out a lot. So those guys who are going to be racing in the second race, you know, try and push the fuel as long as you possibly can. You are saving a lot of time. I mean, he's gained 7 seconds from a later pit stop because of less fueling, and that just shows you what type of strategy you need to win this race. It looks like they're going to get 25 and 18 points. That's going to be a solid, what's that, 43 points for them, extending their championship lead, team default. And Lika is not pulled away from Mary that much. He's only gained 4/10 on him in the last 2 laps. He's going to have to push a bit harder to make sure his 4th place is secure, because one mistake and Mary's going to bounce back. And as you can see, we've got Bagpuss down in 9th. He definitely had the pace for a top 5 finish here today, but that spin cost him too many seconds, unfortunately. And that's pushed him all the way down into 9th place. If we say that spin cost him 10 seconds, and we just quickly look where Lika is, he's exactly 10 seconds ahead. So Bagpuss could have even been fighting for a top 4 finish here, which is really, really sad. But he's still pushing. It's always great to see. He never ever gives up. He's always fighting back and always giving us a great race to spectate on. And he's now closing up to one of his rivals and future teammate, apparently, allegedly. Let's just leave them as rumors. That's what they are. Maximus. So they are starting the ascent now as they go through turn 6. It's going slightly uphill all the way through 7 and 8. And Bagpuss has brought that gap down to less than 4/10 now. He's 0.38 behind just before the corner. And they are now powering through these really fast right-handers at 11. There, 12. Again, they're going through it now. And then a left-hander at 13 to finish it off. And it's not so much Bagpuss versus Max right now, it's more Castle versus Bagpuss. It's a 3-way fight right now. Max has made a mistake. Max has made a mistake, and Bagpuss has taken that 8th place, and Max has gone deep again. What happened to Max there? Quickly just going to jump to it and see what happened. So Max was ahead. He was going through. Oh, and he just got deep as he was going through 13. And that allowed these two to overtake him. Oh no, Max, that is tragic. But Bagpuss has jumped him, and now Max in 9th place as Ash Wilson makes his final pit stop. But that's going to be it, guys. That's the last of the pit stoppers, I believe. And this is going to be their last 3 laps. Or 4 laps, sorry. 21, 22, 23, and 24. So Max is going to, unless Max can do something soon, as we see Castle fighting Bagpuss there. Let's hope they can keep it clean. A little bit of contact between these two. Castle going very deep, and that's going to allow Max to catch back up. Max is going to be under, Castle's going to be under pressure from Max right now. Castle is still trailing Bagpuss, just 3/10 behind. Castle wants this position. He knows he might have a little bit more pace than Bagpuss, and we know he likes to get things done on track. Castle is a great GTS driver as well. Let's not forget that. And they're coming up through turn 8. He's still a bit too far behind to make a move yet. He could look down the inside here. He's looking, and he's broke a little bit later. He's gone down the inside. There's contact between these two, but they have kept it as clean as possible. Castle got negatively affected there by that hit against the wall. He's come into contact with Max, and now Max has jumped him too. But now Max is looking on Bagpuss as well. So much going on right now. Can Bagpuss defend there coming into turn 14? Really sharp left-hander. Let's see if he can do it. Oh no, that's Max off. That's Max off again. Wait, what happened there? Is that the same corner? They're coming through to turn 13 now. Bagpuss goes deep. Max spins. Oh no, at 13 again. That is Max's nightmare. The bane of Max's race today. He is not liking that turn whatsoever. Unlucky Max, but I am going to jump to Castle because Castle has jumped Bagpuss. He's 1.3 seconds ahead now because of that little mistake from Bagpuss. Only 3 laps left. The gap between Bruma and Shane has extended to 16 seconds. Jan saying turn 13 is a beep. He is right. It has caught a lot of drivers out today. If you want to do it full speed, I don't think it's going to be possible with the amount of fuel these drivers have. They need to be a lot more careful. They really do. Now, there is still this battle going on for 7. It is still Castle and Bagpuss, but I'm going to leave that for now and just quickly jump up to 4th and 5th to see if Mary is going to be able to make a move on Leaker. I don't think so. Leaker has been consistently faster over the last few laps. He's got 2 seconds. It was 1 point. Was it 1 point? I think it was 1.1 seconds 3 laps ago. So he's pulled away about 1/3 of a second a lap. He has the speed, the car, and the patience to finish in 4th. Let's hope he can do it. Now, there is still a few more battles going on. Let's not forget what's going on between 7th place right now as Castle is defending against Bagpuss. And let's not forget what's going on between Maximus right now as well. Maximus has gone deep again, and I think Tom hit him there. Let's have a look. Oh no, Max has spun again! Max, what is going on with your car today? Let's just quickly check the replay right now and see what's going on, because it doesn't look like Max is having a good time. So, he's coming up to turn 9, he turns in, and he's just got oversteer. Now, did Tom hit him? Because Tom looks like he's going slow there. We're going to have to jump to Tom's on board and see. Let's have a look if Tom hit him. We're right on board with him. So, here comes Tom, also up into turn 9. Tom brakes very late. Oh, and he pushes Max off the track. So that's why he's lifting and allowing Max to go forward. But when Max gets back on track, he just spins. You can see him there. Max just spun out of control in the rear view mirror. And he's all the way down in 11th place right now. Max is definitely not going to be happy with that. Now, Mary has brought that gap down to 1.9. No, it's back up to 2.1. He's just made a mistake. He's hit the wall and he's lost a bit of time there. And the battle for 8th right now is still going on between Castle and Bagpuss. I'm going to stick with these guys because this looks like the place to watch right now. Castle's just being patient. Castle's being patient, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to just wait and stay behind within half a second, so when they get down that downhill straight, you can get up to top speed quicker, and you can get the overtake done before you even position your car for turn 1. That's what he needs to do, and I think his tyres aren't agreeing with him. His right front tyre is around 50% wear there. Let's compare it to Bagpuss's tyres. Far better wear on that front right, but similar everywhere else. So Bagpuss has been doing what he needs to keep that front right under maximum temperature and within correct degradation. So he's doing a good job. Oh, I thought Bagpuss made a mistake there, but he didn't. Castle is still 6/10 behind. He needs to be closer. He's not close enough to get a move done into turn 1. But let's jump to Bruma, who is currently on his final lap coming up to turn 9. He is 17 seconds ahead of Shane right now. Let me just quickly check the standings. Bruma is only 29 points behind Shane. He's going to catch him before this season ends, and he may even be able to jump him. He has done an absolute phenomenal job. As we see another car spin, is that Fifi? Fifi spun. Let's hope he doesn't get in the way of Bruma. He's moving out of the way. Good job there, Fifi. And Bruma is now got a green flag, and he's going to race all the way to the finish line. He started all the way at the bottom of the grid, second to last. He's worked his way back up to first. Careful pit stops, pitting as late as possible. He crosses the line in style, swerving his car for team default there. Another fantastic win and another fastest lap. Congratulations, Bruma. Next up is going to be his teammate Shane, currently the championship leader, who is just coming through turn 15 now. Again, started last, worked his way back up to second place, got taken by his teammate unfortunately, but he has taken the second place, 15 points, 38 points fastest lap for these guys. Going down to third, it's going to be Vilsek. Another solid finish for Vilsek, racing in that Spinorama car. Love to see you finishing on the podium. A solid race. a healthy 15 points for Spinorama, and Lika is going to be next up. He's just coming through turn 15 now. Final corner, picking up another 12 points for Spinorama. Patronus Racing. Well done, Lika. Good to see you back up the top. Mary's going to finish in 5th. I think that might be Block and Call's highest finish. He's going to get a solid 10 points for his team there. Good job, Mary. And next up is going to be Bounty, finishing in 6th place. 8 points for BWT. Much needed points. He's going to be Bagpuss finishing ahead of Castle. Great battle until the end there, guys. Thanks for keeping this race alive. And Ash is going to be the second to last in the points to finish. He's going to be picking up 2 points for his team. Well done. And Tom, all the way down in 10th place, he's going to be getting the final point. He's run out of fuel, I think, and he's crossing the line slowly here. Next up, I think he's waiting for Maximus to pass. I think he's going to let Maximus get the final point here because he pushed him off track. If he is going to do that, then that's very nice to see. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if he does it. He does. He allows Maximus to take him, and Maximus has taken that final point. Very gentlemanlike behavior there from Tom. He knew he made a mistake, and he's allowed Maximus to get that point back. Fantastic driving, great on-track etiquette there, guys, and an absolutely fantastic race. So join us again in 15 minutes time for the second race, where the pack is a lot more closely packed, and there's going to be far more battles, far more action than we just saw, as we always do in the second round. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you in around 15 minutes.